Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial. In the last few tutorials I talked about the Servlet API. I talked about different important classes and interfaces within the API. I talked about the web technologies, about form data, and in the very last tutorial I talked about how to set up the environment so that we can run a web application using Java. So for that reason we have already installed Java in our computer, and then we have installed the Eclipse, and then we have seen that how to install the Tomcat web server. So now it's the time to go for actual web development. So in order to do that, we need to have a good idea that what we are going to do. So in this example, I'm going to create a very small web application that involves 3 or 4 pages and does not connect to the database. So the connection to the database is left for another tutorial. Now in this tutorial I'm going to do these things. So let me draw over here. I'm going to have a page which is login.jsp page, and within that page I have a ID and password, and then I have a submit button. Okay, so this page is for an administrator who will be accessing with the ID and password, and then when clicks on submit we'll be moving on to the next page, and the next page is going to be a page that shows the list of users. So I'm saying here this one to be named as guest list.jsp. Okay, and over here we have, let's say, user 1 and user 2. Okay, and then there will be another button. This is the delete button, and this is a delete button if we would like to delete the user. And then there will be 2 more buttons over here. One is the add new, and then we have another button over here is the logout button. Okay, now the difference between this one and this one is that the first one is for an administrator, and when the administrator logs in, the administrator will be able to see that how many guests are there within the system. So this one is displaying the list of the guests or list of the user, you can say. Now from here, if the admin person clicks on add new, so that will bring up a new page which is called, you can see from here, which is called the guest form.jsp. And over here you can have a entry ID and name, and then click on, let's say, submit button. Okay, now if the user or if the administrator is logging out any of the time, so logout will be moving back to this login page. So just 3 pages over here. Now if you look at my the class over here that I will be showing very shortly, that the login JSP is going to be connected with a controller, and that is going to be the login controller. .java guest list will be coming with a guest list controller.java. Guest form will be coming with a guest form.java, and logout will be coming with a logout controller.java. Okay, now the purpose of this mapping is very important because we are following the specific design pattern, and from the last tutorial, I mean we can say that this is what this is. We are calling the MVC design pattern, or model view controller design pattern. Okay, so this page, this is going to be my view, and we have a controller, and then I'll be talking about the model in the next tutorial when I'm going to build the application. But remember that at this point we are not pointing to any database. Okay, so that's all for today's tutorial. Thank you.